So the final bit of this template setting up is to handle the file situation. So if I go, let's close this down to begin with. You can keep it open. I'm going to close them down just to keep it simple. There we go. If I go back to Microsoft and choose my OneDrive, and there we go, I've got my files. Everybody has the OneDrive with class notebooks. You've got your own notebook here just for your own personal notes. It's always just got your name at Forest High School, and the students have their same. It's just got their name and Forest High School. We're not using that at all. We're really interested in the class notebooks so that we can mark en masse and we can feedback en masse. So all notebooks are stored in the class notebooks folder, and now we've got our template. But I don't want that in this position, because that's going to appear when I go to class notebooks. When I click on class notebooks and choose manage notebooks, template is going to appear here, and I don't want to be editing the template anymore. I've finished editing it. So if I go back to my class notebooks, what I can do is create a new folder. I suggest templates as a useful name. You may set up different templates for different textbooks, exercise books, up to you really. So I'm going to create that, and what I'm going to do is I am going to copy to the templates folder my template. So these little three dots at the side, if I click on them, I've got copy to, and if I click on that, it's asking me where to place it. So if I choose my OneDrive, class notebooks, into the templates folder and click copy here, I've now got my template saved. So if I accidentally go over it and fill it in, I can always choose another one, and I'll show how to do that later. However, I don't want this one being called template now. I want to rename that for the group. What I've got is 9KWI, so let's imagine that they're doing computer science this year. So again, clicking on the three dots, I can rename this workbook, and if I call this Year 9 Comp Sci. Now I can create, let's do that. Let's say I've got two sets. I can create my two sets. Now I may want to set up some lessons already or notes in the template, in which case I would do before I set up my groups. I'm assuming now that I've finished with my template and that whatever I've got is the exercise book for the students. So I'm going to call it 9A Computer Science and click Save. And just to show you, I'm going to copy this and have one for Year 9B. So if I just choose copy, and class notebooks, copy here. Notice it's put a 1 on the end to say that it's a copy, so I'm just going to rename that, take the 1 out, and call that Year 9B. So I've got my two sets. So there you go, I've got two exercise books for the students to use. So that's how to set up a template, store your template so that if anything happens you can always come back to it and get a new one. And the only things that appear in your OneNote class book would be the notebooks that appear in your OneDrive. So here I've got 9A and 9B. So if I look here, I've got 9A and 9B. And below that, I've got other co-owned notebooks because I've set this teacher up on a computer science course of my own. So there we go. We're ready to add the students to the group, to the notebooks now.